Okay, this one's on a Trane 80%er. You can't really read that model. It's a BLU 100948. I think it's AO. Yeah, I guess you have to take my word for it. This one's kind of an overview of this furnace. This was, oh boy, come out probably the late 80s. 80%, as I said, did not use an integrated furnace control. This one used an ignition control. I'll show you that in a minute. Obviously gas valve, burners down there, heat operated fan switch. Okay, up here at the top of the furnace you got the inducer right here, and right over here you have a pressure switch that has to make before the ignition sequence can continue. These were not the best furnaces in the world, but they were viable, I guess, for the time. Let's take a little closer look at the ignition control on this. Okay, that ignition control is a White Rogers 50E47. It's a newer style of it. That other one has probably failed, and so they put the new one on. This control did not control anything other than the ignition. Some of these controlled the inducer. This one did not. This one simply turns on the hot surface igniter and senses flame when the flame is ignited. So that's all it does. A couple other things about this. That's the inducer relay right there. They just kind of put that kind of goofball thing stick in there. Below we have a fan center that you can see on just about any furnace. This furnace also has two limits. In that heat operated fan switch there is a limit switch. If for some reason the fan didn't come on or whatever, it had plug filter or so on, that will kick off if the furnace overheats. Now there's one other type of limit on this furnace. We're going to show this one to you next. This next one is a rollout switch. It's right there in the center. Right there. What it's supposed to do is if the flame rolls out here or even rolls out there, it's going to come up and it's going to hit this little doohickey right there. That's a high temperature fuse. Gets about 300 and some degrees and it will blow. Now it's a one-time fuse, so that if it blows, it's off. That's time for somebody to come out and take a look at this thing, because it should not have rolled out flame out the front. I'm going to show you the burners next. The burners are back here. These were kind of a sort of a goofball in-shot burner, and I'll get these covers off and you can take a look. Okay, here's a view of the burners. There's three burners here. This is 100,000 BTU, so these are about 30-some thousand a piece. But they're a little bit goofy. I'm going to go ahead and fire this off, and you can see what the fire looks like when they take off. Okay, the inducer just took off. Okay, there you can see your hot surface igniter taking off. The burner should come on here pretty soon. Okay, you can see the burners have come on, and you can see the type of flame that comes out of there. Okay, there's a little better view of how the burners put the flame in there. These were kind of a precursor to the in-shot burners, somewhere between a ribbon and an in-shot. This has a heat operated fan, so that'll start up here pretty soon. Okay, that's pretty much all the parts in this thing. I will next do a sequence of operation in the next video.